Hello, Mr. Smith here, your favorite 7th hour U.S. history teacher. I am talking to you today about a couple things, or three things. I got 3 points, or four, depending on how you count them. Number one, anxiety, panic, fear. Right? We're in the middle of a virus crisis, and a lot of people are worried. Well, how do we deal with that? It's understandable that we have some concern. We have moments of fear, moments of anxiety, but it's important that we don't let that control us continually. So I want to give you some thoughts, some optimistic thoughts. We, as you know from our history course so far this year, we've been through a lot. We've been through wars, Civil War, World War I, World War II. We went through the Great Depression. We've been through epidemics of other kinds of diseases, tuberculosis, influenza, all these things. We are resilient. There's a vocabulary word, there's a SAT word, ACT word, resilient. We can bounce back, we can keep going. And we have over and over again throughout history. We deal with the tough stuff and we move on. So I'm not going to tell you to never be afraid. I'm not going to tell you to never have anxiety, fear, or worry, because we do. These are scary times, and we do have some legitimate fears, some legitimate concerns, but I don't want us to be controlled by those things. I don't want to let my fear, my anxiety control me. So I'm going to think forward. I'm going to think optimistically. I'm going to think hopefully. There's something built into us as human beings. We are designed to be resilient, to bounce back, to keep moving. And we have been doing that as a nation, the United States, for about 250 years. We've been doing that as the human race for thousands and thousands of years. We do that. So let's not let the fear, panic, and anxiety control us. We'll have moments of fear, panic, and anxiety. Moments, small moments. But we're not going to let those dominate our entire lives. So that's the pep talk about that topic. Let's narrow the focus. Same idea. We're not going to have a lot of worry and concern about grades, credits, school, graduation, diploma, college admissions, university admissions. Let's not panic about that. Let's not have anxiety about that, because we all know, all of us, teachers, principals, university administrators, we all understand these are unusual times. And so we're going to factor that into everything we do. So I don't want you to be worrying about your grades. Especially don't worry about your grade in this class, U.S. History. I'll find a way to take care of your grade in this class. We can always work things out. But in general, don't worry about it, because the system will find a way to take care of you. So let's find a way to distance ourselves from lots of fear, anxiety, and panic. What should we be doing? Here's what we should be doing, really. Reading. Yes, reading. Obviously, for history class, there's lots of things you can read. I've sent you one or two things. I'll be sending you more things. And in general, reading is a good thing to do. Why? Well, first of all, in the small scale of things, the narrow focus, reading is good for your academic career. It's going to help you in high school, college, all the rest of that. But in the big picture, it's going to help you even more as a human being. Reading is a practice, a skill that even when you're extremely old, ancient, a fossil like me, I keep reading. I read all kinds of things. I'm always picking up a book I've never seen before, looking into it, reading a few pages, You learn all kinds of things by reading. It keeps you alive. It keeps your mind active. It keeps you growing and expanding as a human being. So read. We've got these days off school now because of the virus. So read. Read books. If you don't have books, talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors. Read their books. If nobody has books, find magazines. Read magazines. Whatever you're interested about. If you like music, read about music. If you like sports, read about football, baseball, basketball. If you like history, well, it's history class, so I gotta say history. But read about history. Read something, okay? Read about anything, but just keep reading. You can read fiction, novels, short stories, fun stuff, comic books. Yes, comic books. I think nowadays we call them graphic novels. But read. Just keep reading. Read anything. Why? Because it develops your mind. No matter what you're reading, the fact that you're interacting with words on a page will help you. Books, magazines, newspapers. As a last resort, yes, you can read online. There are lots of things online to read, like blogs and so forth, but it's better to read ink on paper. It really is. So read, yes, you're reading for school, you read assignments for classes, English, history, science, but you're also reading more so, primarily, to develop your mind, to develop your personality, to develop your thinking skills, to develop yourself as a human being. So read, read, read. Keep doing that for the rest of your life, okay? Even when the virus crisis is over, even when this is all a distant memory, as it will be soon, just keep reading because that's going to help you. All right, I've talked way too long. See you later. Bye-bye.